Mountain Java. What the fuck? Where's the mountain come in?
Mountain.
It's not
Here you
river
go.
Java.
All right. I think we're live. Looks like it. Welcome, one and all, to the fight before Christmas. I am your jolly GM, Derek Hoskins, also known as Santa tonight, as well as everyone else except for our incredible players. The fight before Christmas, for anyone who doesn't know, because why would you know what the fight before Christmas is? It's an incredibly obscure TTRPG game that is a single PDF page that we're going to run tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. None of us have played this before except for one of our players. I've never GM'd this game before, so it should be a whole lot of fun. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot of stakes. It's just going to be a good time. PCs are going to kick the shit out of Santa Claus. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it right now. The Nakatomi Plaza, a 490-foot 35-story high-rise in downtown LA, home of the U.S. headquarters of the Nakatomi Corporation. Santa Claus himself is set to make an appearance. He plans to deliver Christmas joy and cheer to the employees during their office Christmas party. However, there are 4 people who wish to have very different plans for jolly old Saint Nick. And it is time to meet our team of would-be Santa assailants. First and foremost, our gracious host for the night, Crit Hit the Giant, Sean Winningham. Tell us who you are, what you're doing, and why do you want to beat up jolly old Saint Nick tonight?
I will be playing the role of Ralphie Parker from A Christmas Story. And this version of Ralphie is more around the college age. So he's about 19 or 20 years old. But he still hasn't gotten over the fact that Santa kicked him down the slide when he asked for a Red Ryder BB gun. So now equipped with a Red Ryder rifle, he will be the shooter of the group. And he's ready to take out Santa once and for all as revenge for what he did to him at that mall slide years ago.
Fantastic. Next up, Mr. Mickey Smith. Mickey, who are you playing? Why do you want to beat up Santa Claus tonight?
I will be playing the role of Yukon Cornelius, Arctic prospector and explorer. And a lot of time has gone by since Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Santa has kind of shafted my good buddy Hermie and Bumble out of their pensions, and I'm going to go get that retirement money for them.
Fantastic. Tessa, who are you? Why do you want to kick the shit out of Santa?
Obviously, if you can't tell by my pallor, I am the Grinch. And I am the thief. And I want to beat up Santa because I was ostracized my entire life because of that man. My entire life, I was bullied. I was cast away. So he's going to get his tonight.
Fantastic. And last, and let's be honest, least, my co-host for Paperweight Entertainment, Ian, who are you and why do you want to beat up Santa Claus tonight?
Derek, my name is Ian. I'll be playing the role of myself tonight, and I want to beat the shit out of Santa because fuck that guy. He's got a lot of nerve.
Woo!
Oh, hey.
I mean, what I meant to say was, hold on, let me read from the script. My name is Kevin. I'm a hacker. It took me 45 minutes to log into my Yahoo account. That's why I want to beat the shit out of Santa.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. I'm excited. All right, so there you go. There are your players.
We're okay.
If I can get my glasses back on, we are ready to go. We are going to get into it. Again, we are going to be going to the Nakatomi Plaza in downtown LA. For anybody that is unaware what Nakatomi Plaza is, that's the wonderful building from Die Hard. Again, like I said, it's 35 stories tall. They are going to have to figure out where Santa is, when he's going to be there, and how to get to him. So we are going to begin right now. You've gotten word that Santa will be at the party, and thankfully, you don't have to work really hard for any information because one of his dirty, rotten little elves also wants to see him get what he has coming to him. And you realize that he is going to be on the 30th floor tonight, which is also where the Christmas party is going to be, which means it's going to be surrounded by coked up executives. So, with that in mind, I ask you, you have to get into Nakatomi Plaza. You have to get past security. You have to get to the 30th floor through the myriad of partygoers to get to jolly old St. Nick. What's your plan?
The building is vacated, correct? There's nobody in the building, just the party. Why are we on the 30th floor? Why can't we do the first 29 floors? What's wrong with the
It's
first?
for the views. It's for
Yeah,
the
man.
aesthetics. They want to feel
Yeah.
cool looking out onto all the other buildings.
Challenge accepted.
They're above everyone.
I'm scared.
All right, I will tell you this.
Exactly.
We have a driver in the group. Yukon, you are the driver of the group. We have two possibilities of ways to go in. We can go straight in through the front door and go in through the lobby, or you can try and get in through the parking garage and see if you can bypass some of the lobby security. What do you guys want to do?
Or a helicopter.
Yeah,
We could
that's what I was just
steal
thinking.
Who's got a helicopter?
Did we just base jump in like
Who
Batman?
doesn't have a helicopter here?
I'll tell you what.
That's what-
Mickey, you're the driver. If you want to tell me you've got a helicopter you didn't tell me about, you can roll 1d6. And if you get your number exactly, you can, it has to be exact.
Okay.
All right, 1d6. If you got it exactly, I'll let you come
What
in
was
on
my
the
number?
helicopter.
2 or 3? I can't remember.
Mickey, your number is 3.
3. All right. Let's go. I don't know. You just got to trust me.
I'm going to honor system.
I got a 5.
He meant to
All
say
right, so-
3. We all saw it.
Honor system for everyone but him then. Okay, yeah, got it.
I can hear it now.
We were just talking before we started this about how long this was going to take. And man, if you'd have brought in a helicopter, we would have shaved a good 45
Game
minutes off
over.
of this.
All right. Wow.
So I don't know about you guys, but we're a good looking crew. We can sweet talk some security guards. I mean, we got like 2
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
with us, don't we? Yeah, 2 sweet little kids. What are they gonna
Yeah,
do?
you got
Not
2 sweet
leave
little kids. Yeah.
on Christmas
All right.
or Christmas
What-
Eve or whatever? Like, come on.
Yes, it is Christmas Eve. It is
Yeah,
Christmas
come
Eve
on.
right now.
2 little kids on Christmas Eve. We'll be fine.
Well, Ralphie's a college student now, right?
Yeah, I'm a college student now, but I'm
You got
definitely
one
in the
kid.
pink nightmare.
Sweet
Have
little
you
kid,
seen
my
Peter
ass.
Billingsley? He still looks exactly the
what
same.
Kevin did was borderline murder.
Yeah. But they don't know that.
Yes.
No, they
it's
do
just-
not. All right, so what's the plan? Do you guys want to go in through the parking garage, or do you want to try and go in through the lobby?
I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'm a bust down the front door kind of guy. But that's just my whatever. We can vote on it.
We're gonna turn
yeah,
some
I'm
heads at
good.
the lobby, but I'm down to turn some heads.
Yeah, let's just go in and try to own the place. So do we have any idea of like who's all in the front lobby right now?
Okay, so you guys are going lobby.
So we're
From
outside.
what you see, do you want to do some recon
Let's
and
do
see
some
what's
recon,
going on?
man. Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, let's do recon. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
Let's
we're
check with
right.
our hacker, I guess.
Yeah, who wants?
Yeah. Yeah. Hacking the
So,
system.
Kevin,
See
do you
what
wanna
information
you
you
wanna
can
hack
find.
into the system here and see what you got?
systems. Give me
All right,
about
so-
48 minutes.
All right, so
Yeah.
Kevin, if you're going to hack into the system, that is something that you are proficient at, and you have everything for it. So you get to roll 3d6. You want to roll above a 2 or a 2
On any of them.
on any of them, on all of
Easy.
them, preferably.
Easy money. Let's go.
I got a 1, a 3, and a 6. So
Okay, so you're above on 2 of them, so that means you're at least successful. You're able to look in and see you're able to hack in and see the security footage for the lobby, and the only other floor that has anything going on right now is the 30th floor. So in the lobby, you see that there are 2 security guards sitting behind the desk, kind of watching the computers. And on the 30th floor, you see, again, about 35 people very well dressed in different states of intoxication.
You said 35 people?
Yes. We got one odd man out.
on what floor? I'm so sorry. Repeat
That was
everything.
on the
Actually, can we
30th
start the game over? I didn't hear you.
Just start it over.
I would like to hack into the security system. Does anybody have a
So in
helicopter?
Kevin, do you want to take another look and see if you can see what's going on in the parking garage?
I can't think of 3 good reasons why I shouldn't, Santa.
Okay, go ahead.
One of them hit the floor. Got this giant wide open table, and my dumbass skips it right onto the floor. I rolled a 5, a 4, and a 1.
5, a 4, and a 1. All right, so you got over on 2 of them. You can see that there are there's one person in the parking garage,
Please,
kind of patrolling the door. Again, it looks like
please don't
looks
hate
like a
me.
security guard.
What's my number?
Your number is 2.
Of course it is. Yes, 2, of course. The same number of how many times I'm going to ask you again what my number is.
So you got 1 security guard in the parking garage. You got 2 security guards behind the desk in the lobby.
So I say we either doll up and dress like we're a member of the party, or we dress in stupid elf costumes or whatever, so we can just kind of sneak in as entertainment. And then who's going to question us, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm still going to go in with my pink nightmare bunny suit, though. And
You're a different
play it
kind of
off as-
entertainment. Everybody likes something different.
I am the bunny of Christmas. I was there at the present of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's birth. Just
right,
like the lobster. Yes. But I'm going to be packing as well, too. So if the security guards start questioning us, I might be ready to throw down and just take them out if we need to.
Okay. Does the Grinch realize that he is like 6'4" and covered in green fur?
Yeah, good entertainment. That's what I'm saying. You
Okay,
know, it'll
cool.
just
Making sure.
think
Making
I'm-
sure.
So we're
I'm
just
some
we're the
performance
party.
for the party. That's all.
No, we're
You're
party.
part of the party. All
We're
right.
the band. We're the band for the
Yeah.
party.
It's
All
a
right.
crazy
So
party.
you guys are going into the lobby. Here we go. We're going for real now. So you guys walk up to the all glass front of this beautiful, massive building. It's dark already. You know, sun is set behind all the high rises, and you walk into this very well lit, beautiful area, and you go to try and open the door, and it's locked. You go to try and open another door, and it's locked. You go to try and open the third door, and it's locked. You're those people. You go to try and open the fourth door, and
Is
It's
it
locked.
it's locked.
Are these
But
electronic
the fifth
locks?
door,
I was just
The
about to
fifth
ask
door
that thing.
does
Are they
get-
electronic locks?
it doesn't
Right.
matter because the fifth door that you try opens up.
Oh,
But what if we want the other 4 doors, though, Derek?
Yeah.
What if there's
The others
loot
might look
behind
more appetizing.
loot?
So the fifth door that you guys finally try, like a bunch of people trying to get into a store that isn't opening for another 10 minutes, and you pile in, dressed in your finest regalia, to try and convince these 2 security guards that there is nothing to see here.
Can't help but notice you didn't tell us if the
Yeah.
doors were electronic. Just saying.
He's very bitter about that.
You're supposed to be the DM.
I'm going
I
to go
asked you the
ahead,
direct question.
since you're whining so much about it. With your 2 rolls earlier, and you got so many of them over your number, yes, this building has electronic locks that the security guards are able to open from their desk.
These poor
Oh.
fools.
All right, so we got to convince.
You've
the
got
security
a
guard.
decent bit of distance between the doors and the security guards. You probably
Okay.
got 30-40 feet.
Let's just go up and convince them that we're here for the party. We're the hired entertainment.
okay.
Let's do that.
All right, so you guys walk up to the security guards. Both of them are sitting very well dressed in their attire. You know, you can tell that they're security guards. One of them looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello there. How can I help you tonight?"
We're here
Who
for
the fuck is the
party
security guard?
upstairs.
Marty Huggins? Get your brooms and your dust pants. It's a mess.
All right, what did Grinch say?
We're here for the party upstairs.
"Oh, I don't think there's a party going on upstairs."
Sure, there's.
Someone hired us tonight to be entertainment for the night. This is the Nakatomi Plaza, correct?
It sure is.
Yeah, 30th floor. We're supposed to be doing a little show for some executives.
It sure is.
All right, Marty.
So
Can one of us figure out like what's wrong with this guy if he's like
I
a
wanna hack into his
machine or
brain.
just really stoned?
Kevin or Yukon, you guys are a little more proficient in this kind of thing, like an insight type of deal. So if
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
you guys would like to give us a roll,
Yeah, I got you.
I will let you, because you're not really prepared for this. I'm going to go ahead and say you only get to roll 1. So 1 die. You're going to try and get above your number.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. That is above your number. These security guards certainly seem like they're off. They're smiling a little too much. And they kind of have that blank look on their face, like somebody who has a very singular purpose in life.
Yeah, a little too Raph.
Almost as if
Sorry, I love you made that reference.
Thank you.
but you notice that there's kind of that odd smile that you would see from people who maybe didn't have a whole lot of socializing when they grew up.
They were homeschooled.
Not
I was
that
be like,
you
hey,
know
hey
anything
buddy,
about
hey buddy,
that.
do you know a friend of mine used to work in the North Pole named Hermie?
Oh, I don't know anybody named Hermie.
Oh man, okay.
These dudes are creeping me out, man.
I know.
As you
my
asked
first
that-
thought was maybe this is one of like Santa's elves, but then that last description, I'm like, this just got really weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Okay, go
as you start to say that, and you guys are kind of looking, the other security guard looks over at the one that's been talking to you, and he just goes, "Don't worry about it, brother. They can't get past us." They
Are these
both
the
stand
twins
up
from
with a
Tiny
rapid
grown up?
speed that you cannot believe how fast they stand up. Rip at their security guard outfits. Underneath them are
That's a
just
party.
underneath their outfits are
Tassels on their
completely
nipples.
perfectly pressed white shirts, button downs, black ties, and a little nameplate that said Elder Smith, Elder Johnson. And they just
Okay.
smile at you and say,
I forgot about this.
These Jehovah Witnesses?
"Let's do this."
They're the
One
Christian
of them
cult.
picks up the laptop off of the desk and goes to make a swing at the Grinch. Grinch, what do you do?
Oh, sorry, Grinch, that's me.
That's a good question. What would the Grinch do?
What would the
I was
Grinch
like, yeah, what
do?
happens?
And then what? What would
Yeah.
he do? Oh, that's me.
Well, obviously the Grinch keeps a big Santa-like sack on him, so I'm just gonna try to thrust that at them to block them away.
All right. Since you're prepared for that, and this is something pretty naughty, I'm going to say you get to roll all three of your dice. You're going to want to roll below
Nice.
a 5.
A 3, a 4, and a 6.
Oh my
3, a 4,
gosh,
and a
all
6.
around.
That's all right. You got 2 of them. You don't connect fully as he sees you go to swing the sack. He kind of backs up, but you do connect with his hands, and you whack the laptop out as it skitters across the floor. As soon as he sees that, the second security guard leaps over in like a front somersault, and in the air goes to drop kick with a foot headed straight towards Ralphie's face. Ralphie, what do you do?
I forgot. they could
Ralphie
do
is
that.
going to
Yeah,
reach
Jehovah's Witnesses.
inside his pink nightmare suit, pulls out 2 Red Ryder 9mm candy cane specials. They're painted in candy cane styles and start blasting him away.
All right, I'm gonna let you roll 3 on this. You gotta get below a 4.
All right. Oh, I got 2 4s and a 2. Thank you very much. Those are 2 Merry Christmases.
2 4s and a 2. All right, you got 2 Merry Christmases. For those paying attention at home, that means that he rolled his exact number. His number is a 4. So you unload on this security guard.
He's gone. Choose a different wording.
Ralphie opens fire with
Thank
both
you.
of his candy cane Red Ryder 9mm. First shooting the foot that's in midair, like we're talking with lightning speed. That comes out, and just as the foot is inches from your face, you dive back, you take a
John
shot.
Wick style.
The bullet goes through his foot all the way up, hits him in the throat.
Oh.
He falls down. As he's on the ground, you continue firing. You put 2 in his head, 3 in his chest, and 1 in his nuts. And that security
God.
guard is done.
Quadruple tap.
Was it necessary to shoot him in the candy cane?
Just for
He's
good
dirty.
measure.
Absolutely.
Now,
All right, so
because I rolled
that security guard is done.
right now because
Go
I
ahead.
rolled 2 Merry Christmases, I get to ask the GM a question, right?
You do get to ask me a question, and I have to tell you the truth.
Yes. So that being said, do we expect any resistance between first floor and trying to get up to the 30th floor?
Yes.
Okay. Now I get to ask 2 questions.
You
right?
rolled
'Cause
2.
it's-
You
it's-
rolled 2. You can
yes.
ask me twice. Yeah.
Is it better for us to go up the stairs or the elevators?
elevators.
Okay. All right.
Because I got bad knees.
So,
I'm
so-
also 10.
So one of the security guards is down. What happened
One of
to
the
the other
security
one that
guards is
attacked the
down.
Grinch?
The other one is still up. He is dazed for a moment, giving Yukon a chance to react. Yukon, what do you want to do to this remaining security guard?
Oh man. So I in this ruckus I had unlatched thine pickaxe and was swinging while this guy was distracted.
All right, you roll 3, man. Actually, no, I apologize. You roll 2 because
Gotcha.
you're
That's what I'm doing.
you
A
need to
naughty.
roll. You're rolling a naughty, and you're a nice.
I got a 2 and a 3.
You got a 2 and a 3. All right, so you succeeded. And what you do is you miss with the pickaxe as he is kind of leaned forward. Again, lightning-like reflexes on this guy. Still uncanny, bright-eyed smile after watching his friend get blown away. After the sneak attack from the giant green thing, you come and he leans back. The pickaxe misses his head, goes down, drives straight through his toes, pinning his foot to the floor.
Ooh.
Kevin,
Debatably
you
worse.
got a chance to finish this guy off.
And again, different wording. So
You're the one making it dirty, man.
I was gonna say, man, this is Christmas.
yeah, what do you guys?
How
do?
dare you?
God.
All right, so what do you do, Kevin?
Well, there's the obvious. I could tickle him. I'm gonna pull out my talk boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat him in the head with it.
All right.
Preferably
So
to
I'm gonna let you, because the talk boy is not a weapon normally. I'm gonna let you roll on that, but you only get 1 dice, so you've got to roll
The
above.
talk
a
boy's not
2.
a weapon. He fucked his dad's credit up with that thing. What do you mean?
So glad you added credit to that because I was like, what?
I was just watching Home Alone.
He
2.
really fucked his father with that talk boy.
All right, so roll
Oh
1.
Oh my god.
You want to roll
I'm
above
rolling-
a 2.
I gotta roll above a 2.
Yep.
And again, whole table hit the floor, but it's a 6. I'm pointing. You can't see it.
I can't see it. All right. So this child just reaches into his pack, like into a little pack on his side, pulls out a talk boy, which for those that don't know what a talk boy is, this is a cassette-based recording device, and just brains this guy over the head with it. I mean, hard enough that it busts. Like if you've seen Pan's Labyrinth, like the
Oh my
the
God.
wine bottle in the face, Kevin
Ooh.
just completely annihilates him. He is done.
Brutal.
Both security guards lying in a bloody heap. You guys have really announced yourself with a vengeance here. Yes,
And this is the
Yukon.
first
Can-
floor.
Because I have to do this in this game at some point. I want to pull my pickaxe because you said it was in his foot, right?
Yeah, it's in his foot. It's still
Oh,
attached to him.
So, and that's a. I was like nothing.
Oh my gosh! All
Do
right,
you want to pull
so
the security guard behind their counter so it's not so obvious that there was just a bloodbath here?
I mean, you're welcome to do it. I don't know that you're going to have the time or the ability to really clean up the scene. But if you want to drag their bodies back behind the thing and try and hide them, I will let you, because that seems pretty naughty to try and hide a body. I will let you roll. I'll let you roll 2 dice to see how well they're hidden. So you need
Come
you
along,
want to roll
Cedric.
below a 5.
I got a 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3, perfect. All right, both of them are hidden very well. There is still quite a bit of blood, a couple of teeth on the floor, but the bodies themselves are kind of tucked up underneath the desk, kind of like in a there's a weird deep cut reference, kind of like a Kyle Rayner's girlfriend in the fridge.
Oh, in the
position.
fridge? Yeah, I know this at least.
I knew you'd get that one. Yeah, so kind of an Alexander bit kind of underneath there. So you've got your opportunity now to. It looks like the lobby is clear. You can head up the stairs or the elevator.
I wonder which one.
We're going to the elevator.
Going to
Is
the
there an
elevator.
Escalator option.
We're going to the elevator.
All right, so you guys go up to the elevator.
Why exert all that energy when there's an elevator?
Yeah.
That's right. So you go up to the elevator. Is there a scuffle for who gets to press the button, or do you let the kid press the button like you do when you're at a thing like this? So Kevin, you want to give a little ding dong?
Go.
He
All right,
did that
one-
on purpose.
that
Yeah,
was on purpose.
don't talk about Kevin's little ding dong.
I hope it shocks.
All right, so you wait for a second, and then you hear a ding. Elevator doors open to nothing, just an open elevator. Do you guys get into this elevator?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, you go in. What floor are you pressing?
Do we want to go
Well,
straight
we
to the
know it's
floor, or
at
do
the
we want to go
30th,
like a
right?
floor above or below and then walk into
Ooh,
it that way?
that's a good idea. Do we want the high ground?
Why don't we go? Is there a floor above 30th?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 35 floors
Okay.
total.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let's go to the 31st.
Okay, you're going to the 31st floor. You hit
Is
the
that
door,
good?
hit the button. The doors close slowly.
Makes sense.
The elevator starts going up.
It's a very long ride.
On the 15th floor, the doors open.
Oh, nerds.
Standing
I get-
in front
Get
of
my-
the open
I get my
elevator
guns
doors.
ready.
Okay, guns are ready. Standing in front of the open elevator doors with a button-down white shirt, black tie, Elder Ramirez,
Oh.
ripped off sleeves, stands a
Ooh.
6'8" massive bodybuilder size Elder Ramirez. What's your reaction?
Blast him away!
All right, you were prepared
No
for it. I'm gonna let
time.
you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take a shot since you said it first. Go ahead. You got three that you can do.
Not waiting. We
We
know what
don't even
happened.
that he's threatening. I'm here to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. What is that?
2, 3, and a 4. So I get to ask another question.
2,
Merry
3,
Christmas
and
and 2
a
other
4.
successes. Yeah.
Okay, so you start to unload on this big, swole, beefy man. The bullets go in to his shoulder. One goes into the other shoulder. He flexes his muscles. Both bullets pop out and ping onto the floor. What's your question?
Oh, man.
Yeah, here's my question. What the fuck? Like,
Do you want that to be your question?
no.
Okay.
That's just
I can answer it.
that's me.
Oh, you have
Um,
chicken nuggets? That's not our question, by the way.
No. It's just
Okay.
Ritz crackers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just-
see it now.
I
Christmas
just need a snack on something.
Plain
while we're
Ritz
doing this.
crackers is your snack of choice?
It was the
Just a
snack that
plain
I
Ritz?
that was just out that I could grab real quick while I was like on my way.
I do regret not having food today, so I feel you.
No, yeah.
Indeed. All right, Ralphie, what's your question?
Well, oh my gosh, is this somebody that we can try to convince to be on our side?
Absolutely not.
All
As
right.
soon as he flexes his muscles and pushes the bullets out, Grinch, you're kind of towards the front. He reaches in with one arm and grabs you by the hair on the bottom, like the neck hair there, the little scruff, and starts to yank you out of the elevator. Do you want to try and do anything to stop him from doing that?
Yeah, I want to give his hand a little mwah and then try to like trip him as hard as I can.
Okay. Okay.
Confuse him first and then sweep him to the ground.
All right. I'm going to let you roll 3 on that because I love it. So you want to get below a 5.
I got 2 5s and a 3.
2 5s and a 3. You give him a little kiss on the hand. The look on his face says this is the first time he has ever been kissed by anyone.
Oh God!
You can see his eyes glaze over for a second. The smile fades from his face. He looks at you, and almost cartoony hearts like pop up in front of his face, and he stumbles back confused.
I
I'd
mean,
do
to
the
also
same
get
thing. if Somebody
2
kiss me.
questions, right?
Also, you get 2 questions. Yes.
All right. Is this man invulnerable to physical attacks?
No, just incredibly strong.
Just really jacked, bro. Got it.
Ridiculously strong.
So Jack, that bullets doesn't permeate him. Never heard of that before.
You just ask if he was not, able to take physical damage. That's not.
Everybody knows that's the goal when you're in there, like in the gym, just pumping. Like I just don't want bullets to get through my skin.
All right, so
turmoil will be fine for him, but I didn't know, physical.
Right.
Stuff.
Yeah, I got you. It was a good question. What's your second question?
Is there anyone else on this floor?
No, this is the only person on this floor.
Mm-hmm.
They did say earlier there was one man kind of around, so maybe this is our only non-floor 30 character we have to deal with. Okay.
So as he is kind of stumbled back and a little bit rattled, he kind of shakes himself, kind of pumps himself up again, flexes his muscles, all the veins in his neck like pop. And instead of gritting his teeth and like growling like you would think, just the creepiest "Hi, brother" smile appears back on his face. Yukon, you want to do anything about this? Are you running out of the? Oh, by the way, Grinch, he was able to pull you out of the elevator.
Oh.
You are out of the elevator, but no longer grappled. Like he doesn't have a hold of you.
I was about to just hit the button to go.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, why didn't we just hit the button in the first place and leave? Oh, fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're in love now.
We're
You
gone.
can leave us, whatever.
I'm gonna. I mean, was the Grinch in my way of getting out of the elevator, or not? I could.
Grinch is right. There's enough room for you to get it. These are pretty big elevators.
Okay.
It's one of those larger things. It's not just the one door type of deal. So there's enough room for you to get around Grinch.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna kind of get out of the elevator, and I'd like to use my pickaxe to kind of like sweep the leg. You know what I mean?
Sweep the leg. All right,
Get him
since
off
you're
his
not
feet.
aiming to kill, so I'm going to go ahead and say that still fits into your nice category.
Yes.
I'll let you roll your 3, and you need to roll above a 3.
Above a 3. All right.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. All right, so you succeeded on 2 of those. You are able to go and sweep the leg. You catch his massive calf. You don't quite get low enough to get to the ankle, so you catch his calf, and instead of getting him all the way down on his back, he gets down on one knee.
Okay.
And you get a question. That was a Merry Christmas.
Let's see. About anything or just about this guy?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
You could ask me what my favorite food is. I have to answer.
What's the meaning of
Awesome.
life?
Yeah.
To be the best person you can be to all those around you.
Will the elevator stop again before the 31st floor?
No.
Okay.
Kevin, you gonna do anything?
Paint the scene for me. I'm in that elevator still, right?
Okay, so you're still in the elevator with Ralphie. So the two young blonde boys are in the elevator. The Hardy boys, if you will, are in the elevator. Yukon and Grinch. Grinch is a little shaken from what just transpired. Not off guard or anything like that. Just kind of reevaluating what the Grinch would like to do with their life. Yukon has gone and at least got this guy to his knees. It does look like you could make a hasty retreat if someone would kind of announce that.
All right, let me take about 15 minutes to think about this.
You got about another half a second before he gets up.
Intermission break. And I would say, is Grinch on the ground?
No.
Okay.
None of your party is on the ground. Everybody's up.
So maybe if he's down, you guys agree we make a break back to the elevator? For those of you who aren't in the elevator, just 2 people aren't in the elevator at this point,
Right. 2 are in, 2 are out.
Sure. He'll probably just come back for us later, though. But sure.
Yeah, we'll see him again.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay, is this your way of saying you want to murder this man? Just say it. I said we
suddenly
fucking
against
kill him.
murder now. Because maybe you should have said that a few victims ago.
We were being attacked. We can actually leave this time. At this point, we've got a taste for blood, and we love it.
So what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna try and retreat, or are you gonna try and Grinch? You're the one
gonna
that
tear his fucking head off.
Grinch and Yukon are the closest. Ralphie, you have got all the time in the world to decide what to do because you're the one farthest back in the elevator. You and Kevin are kind of in there.
How far away is the Wolverine-like elder right now?
He is probably about 15 feet away from you.
Okay. So what I want to do, and you guys can tell me if you're on board with this, but I'm going to try to call all of you in, and then I'm going to reach into my pink nightmare suit and pull out a grenade that's in the shape of the red bar of soap from the movie. Call it the O Fudge Special. And as you guys run into the elevator, I'm going to roll it towards him so we can hit, up to the 31st floor and try to get out, but try to take him out, or at least knock him back a little bit to push him back. You guys on board with that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
All right. Ralphie, go ahead and roll your dice before you try and chuck it. You guys hustle back in. While he's doing this, you two do successfully get back into the elevator. We're just rolling to see what happens with his O Fudge Special.
How many dice do I roll for this?
You can roll 3 for this.
Okay, in that case, I rolled all 3, and only 1 was success, 2 was unsuccessful.
2 were unsuccessful. All right, everybody gets back in. As they're running in, Yukon, you're the last one in. You turn around, you hit the closed door button. Ralphie, you go to throw your grenade. You go to throw your grenade. It barely makes it out of the door because you said you have 1 success, right? It barely makes it out of the door. Explodes as soon as the doors close. You hear cables snapping.
Oh, God.
And the elevator starts to fall rapidly as you are free falling until you get to about the 5th floor when the brakes hit and you guys slam down and you stop. So you were on about
how many more elevators
floor.
Are there?
There are more elevators.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. I really don't want to take the stairs.
But you are stopped in between floors, so you're going to have to pry the doors open and get out.
Okay.
This is how one of us lose our legs.
Pickaxe that thing open.
Come on.
Okay, Yukon, you're going to open up the doors with the pickaxe.
Yep.
I'm going to make you roll for it, but I'm going to let you roll all 3. So you just need to get above a 3 on at least one of these.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Perfect.
Nice.
That'll do it. You're able to pry it open. You guys are able to climb out. As you're climbing out, who goes out first?
I'm holding the door. So
Yukon, since he opened the door.
Yukon, are you holding the door open for everybody else to go?
Yes.
Or are you?
I'm a nice gentleman.
Okay.
Grinch, being very Grinchy, are you the first one out of the door?
Yeah, I'm down.
Everybody get out of my way.
Okay, Grinch goes out first. How about Ralphie and Kevin? Who goes out next?
Ralphie, would you like? I could go last.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
Process fast enough. He's gonna still be buffering.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. And I'm wondering, I'll yell out to Kevin, and be like, "Do we need to hack the elevator somehow to make sure that we can just go straight up without stopping next time, so that way we don't get any unexpected surprises now?"
That's a good idea. All right, so Ralphie makes it out.
Let's
Kevin,
figure that out
going
once we get out. Yeah.
Kevin, you out? Okay.
Sorry, I thought we established that.
Kevin climbs out. As soon as Kevin's feet get out of it, the elevator doors snap shut. Yukon's pickaxe falls on the outside of the elevator, on the ledge on the floor with you guys. The elevator cables, the brakes give out, and it goes all the way back down to the 1st floor. Yukon is knocked onto the ground, and but magically the doors open right up to an empty lobby.
So
A bloody mess.
I'm gonna use Yukon's pickaxe to pry open the doors on the outside again, and I'm just gonna try to slide down the cables to get exactly where he is without messing with some floor shit.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Go ahead with your thievery nonsense and roll me roll 2. Roll 2 dice. You want to get below a 5.
2 and a 4.
2 and a 4. You're able to open up the doors without a problem, slide down the cables, bust open the top of the elevator with the pickaxe. Yukon, are you still in the elevator at this point, or do you think you would have left into the lobby?
I was probably just skimming the lobby.
Skimming the lobby, like just peeking your head out.
Yeah. Make sure nobody's
Okay.
out there.
All right. So now you guys are going to head back up the cables. You're going to try and climb back up. You got about 4 floors to get up.
Yeah, I've got some spelunking experience. We can make that happen.
Awesome.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yukon, go ahead and roll me 3. Roll 3, and if you even get 1 success is all you need here, and I'll say you guys get up without any issue. So you just need above a 3.
5 and a 6.
Perfect. All right, so you guys are able to get up. You're all on the 5th floor together. What do? There is another elevator right there with you. You're in the kind of elevator bay, so you do have another elevator, or you have the stair access.
I kind of want to try another elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I want to try to suggest to McCallister and say, try to hack the elevator and make sure that we can just go straight up. And I'll give you some protection and make sure no one tries to stop you. And I take out the Red Ryder rifle and just.
Okay, now are you guys still going to try and go up to the 31st floor to kind of get a drop to go down, or are you going straight up to the 30th?
What do you guys think?
I think.
Original plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're sticking with it.
Going to the 31st. All right. So you guys go into the elevator. Kevin, are you going to try and hack it so that it can't be stopped between here and the 31st floor?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll all 3. Try not to throw them on the ground this time.
I've never been trying to throw them on the ground. Well, that's insane. I got a 3, 4, and a 5.
3, 4, and a 5. Nice. You succeeded on all of them. Well done. So you're able to hack the computer system. The door's shut, and you rock it up, frankly, faster than you could have imagined in this old-timey looking elevator up to the 31st floor. Doors open onto a completely dark office. This floor is all like an open office. There's no cubicles. There's nothing in there. It looks like it's a vacant floor. But as you guys walk in, you notice that some of the windows are kind of fogged and frosted over, which is odd because you're in LA. There's snow on the ground in here.
That bastard was in here. Okay.
You hear a rustling from the other side of the room.
Oh. Can I
Jolly fat bastard.
Smell and can I get some of that snow and taste it and see if I can figure out what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll 2. Roll 2 of them. Because you're not prepared for this, but I would imagine
you like
Yukon's good at it.
The snow drops you if there's any wind coming in.
You want above a 3.
All right. 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. All right, that is a success. You get a really bad feeling about this. This is not. You've been studying Santa Claus.
Snow.
You've been to the North Pole. You
I know
what
this guy.
Santa's
I
like.
know this
You know
guy.
what he smells like. This doesn't smell like
You
Santa
know his
Claus.
musk.
This doesn't smell
I know
like
that
Santa
you
Claus.
bastard.
There's no reindeer shit in here anywhere. This doesn't smell like Santa Claus. There's
Do we think
something
this
else
is
going on
Krampus?
in this room.
Does it smell demonic?
Ooh, yeah.
As Yukon is tasting the snow, you guys are obviously a little weirded out by this freak over there licking on the snow.
Weirdly, I'm
you
not
hear-
weirded
hear-
out by it. Yeah.
You hear a weird
The
rustling.
20-year-old in a pink nightmare outfit is looking at this guy weird.
What a freak!
You hear a rustling at the back of this abandoned office building. It sounds like a cloak or a robe shuffling from side to side. You also hear kind of the jingling of heavy chains and bells. And then out of nowhere, a door busts open to your right, and a woman in a cocktail dressed with like one strap kind of over her shoulder, and an executive wiping his nose and buckling his pants come
Oh my
walking
God.
out.
Are we walking on cocaine? Is this whole room just cocaine?
I'm in trouble. I'm in
Yukon
trouble.
just over here.
As
Hold on.
you see,
I'm ready.
Let me see if there's
as you
Santa in this.
as you see this happen
Uncut.
to your right, Yukon, you start seeing some very different things.
Oh.
You feel your heart rate start to go up
Yeah.
a little
Oh
bit.
my god.
This might not have just been snow on the ground up here.
Yeah.
So your heart rate goes up and you start getting really, really jittery.
I'm
Like
freaking out, man.
you feel like your shoulders are going more. You're kind of that tongue is flicking out like constantly. Your eyes are just as dilated as possible. You could see in the dark for miles. You look across the end of this thing, and where that shuffling noise, an 8-foot tall, goat-headed, red cloaked, carrying a sack, Krampus stands up to his full height and starts running at you as fast as he possibly can. What do you do, Yukon?
I want to toss my pickaxe to the Grinch for helping me, coming down to check on me for the in the elevator. And as I'm doing that, I'm pulling out my revolver, my side piece, and I'm just firing at it like as it's coming at me.
But you're so fucking coked out. You're like, here, Grinch, take
Yeah.
Okay, you only get to roll. You only get to
Freeze!
roll one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this because this is definitely not something that is night. You get to roll one. You are not prepared for this. You have to hit a 3 or higher.
Let's go. I got a 1.
A 1.
Ah.
You go to shoot, and your hand is shaking so badly that you literally just your finger slips off the trigger and you can't even get a shot off before Krampus comes and grabs you by the throat and lifts you up in the air and pulls you right up to his face, and you smell the worst, foulest smelling breath that you could ever imagine, and you are immediately snapped out of your high. You are sober as a judge. Who else
I
wants
have
to
my
do
rifle
something?
out. I wanna take a shot at Krampus and try to save our buddy here.
Okay. Are you shooting at Krampus? Are you going to try and shoot him in the arm? What are you doing? You want to try and get him to drop Yukon, or are you going to try and get his attention?
Shoot the hostage.
Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot him in the shoulder that's holding Yukon up, so that way it kind of weakens him. He like lets go of Yukon, so he can try to get out of the his grasp.
Am I still in the elevator?
No, you're out with everybody.
All
All right, go ahead and roll your 3d6 there,
All right.
Ralphie. You went below a 4.
1, 2, and 3, all success.
1, 2, and 3. Fantastic. You line up the shot. You catch Krampus right in the shoulder. He howls in pain, spasms his hand. Yukon drops to the floor, and he turns and glares at you, ready to make his move towards you. Kevin, did you have something loaded up you wanted to do?
Let's see. I obviously have my talk boy.
The paint can special.
Guys are
You know,
as that's happening, Kevin, I will tell you, you notice over to your right that the coked up executive is still playing grab ass with the woman. They're not
What?
even paying attention to this.
why do I need to notice that?
Use him as bait.
Why not?
Because there's a giant goat man standing over there, and I'm just like, wow, he's really trying to get that girl.
Yeah, stick the goat on the
Trying to
couple.
set up this game, man.
Never gonna happen, buddy. Never gonna happen. What a loser.
We lost Grinch.
Just point at them. It was them.
Yeah, stick him on the couple, you know.
Grinch, did you have something you wanted to say while Kevin's noticing that?
I mean, yeah, Grinch has a whip. I'll use the whip. Try to get at Mr. Krampus, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 3. You got to get below a 5. That's pretty naughty.
2, 4, and a 1.
2, 4, and a 1. You successfully catch his wrist, and he halts his attack and turns to face you.
Hey, handsome.
He's unfazed by the Grinch's charm.
I point out that the couple in the corner are being naughty as fuck.
I want
You
you
would.
to roll me 3d6. You want a Bubba 2.
5, a 4, and a 1.
5, a 4, and a 1.
Nice.
You got 2 successes. Krampus turns to face them. His eyes go red, and he scurries past you. He literally shakes off the whip like it's nothing, runs past you, scoops up both the cokehead and his mistress, stuffs them in the sack, and jumps out the window.
As one would if two cokeheads were in the room, obviously.
That's a very healthy and logical response to the situation.
Last time I went to a party and 2 people were doing coke in the corner, same thing happened. I think it's very common.
So now not only do you have deaths on your conscience, whatever happens to somebody when Krampus gets them, that's on you. Because is cocaine bad? Yes. But
I mean, those
they
guys
look like they were-
definitely bullied a lot of people. So personally, I feel
That's
like the
fair.
Grinch is just like, these guys look like they shoved kids into lockers or whatever. Go whatever.
Was anybody else picturing Ellis from Die Hard with the coked up executive? Because that's who was in my brain.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Ellis is all I saw. All right,
Krampus,
so
baby.
so Krampus is gone. He's out the window. It doesn't look like it. Yukon, you come out of your drug-addled stupor at the sight of like an elder god, and you guys are alone in this room with the wind like whipping in because Krampus has busted out a window.
So there's coke flying all in our faces.
Coke and snow. There was some snow. It wasn't mountains of cocaine. There was some snow in there. Krampus brought it.
I will get a
Nice
handful
mix.
and shove it in a pouch. Be like, yeah, I'm keeping that for later.
Fantastic. All right, so you guys are on the 31st
Pocket sand.
floor.
I'm
Pocket
thinking the
Coke.
same
So
thing.
you guys are you're on the 31st floor. You need to get down to the 30th to try and intercept Santa Claus at this Christmas party.
So do we want to try to go in? Do these floors have like ceiling tiles because they're
They do
it's
have
like an
ceiling
office?
tiles.
So do we want to try
They
to
do have
fall
ceiling
down to the
tiles.
ceiling, or-
They do have ceiling tiles, but you're not sure how thick the floor is in between.
Yeah,
In between.
we can try to go do some sneaky stuff and drop in from the ceiling, or we can just walk down the stairs.
Kevin or Yukon, give me a little dice roll and see if you guys notice any way to sneak out of this room to get down.
Go ahead, Kevin.
I'm
Yeah, you
rolling
want to get
one.
above a 2. Yep, you want
got
above
better
a
chance-
2.
Better chance with you.
Foe.
Yeah.
4. You notice that there is an access to the ventilation.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And we can all fit in there.
It is a large ventilation area. Again, this is like an
accommodating.
Yeah, it looks like you would be able to get in there.
I
We
assume
might
I'm the
run into
largest
a
one
certain.
here. Is Grinch the largest or is Yukon the largest?
Nah, it'd be Grinch.
Grinch is bigger. Yukon's a little
Yeah.
shorter.
Yukon's a
We
mountain
might
boy.
run into a certain New York cop in the vents here as well too that we might be able to get on our
Come out
side.
to the coast.
Oh,
Have a
let's
couple
the
of
coast, have a
laughs.
couple laughs. Have a be good time.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? You've got the stairs. You can't use the elevator because you hacked into it unless you want to go through trying to fix it so you can go down the stairs, or you can go in through the ventilation and try your luck there.
Or could I rappel outside the window and
You could, but this is
Adventures in babysitting style.
yeah.
you could absolutely do that. If you do try and do that, I'm going to need a pretty hefty dice roll with at
Alrighty.
least one Merry Christmas because these
Ooh.
are incredibly thick windows to try
Alright,
and
yeah,
get
yeah,
through
yeah.
at the top of this building.
All right, I don't want to die. We'll try the ventilation system.
Okay, you guys want to go through the ventilation system? All right, what's your order in going through the ventilation system? Who goes in first?
Whoever figured out that
Kevin.
we could actually do that.
I was
Probably.
gonna say, am I the smallest? Maybe I should go
Kevin's the
first.
smallest. You leading the
You
way?
could also
True.
be the best scout as well. Yeah.
All right. So Kevin goes in first. Grinch, you bringing up the rear. You've got a little bit of strength with you,
A little bit of tuft.
a little bit of tough. All right, so we'll say that.
Sorry. Mariah Carey,
Mariah Carey.
I'm getting
That was his
phone
alarm.
call.
It's
I was
time to
about
get
to
off here.
say, is something happening right now?
Boy, that-
Yeah, no.
that party
Mariah
downstairs is
Carey,
probably
Mariah
Kevin's-
Carey Fantasy is my ringtone. So if you hear that again, that's
Amazing. All right, so I'm gonna say you guys get into the ventilation shaft and you head in the direction. Kevin, you're at the top. Give me 2 dice rolls to see if you know the way to get to the next to the spot you're going to.
credit card. You got it.
You
I
want
got a
Bubba 2?
6 and a 1.
Nice.
6 and a 1. All right, successful enough. You take a couple of wrong turns, but you guys do start making your way down towards the 30th floor. You go, you take a left, you take a right, you take a left, you take a right. You hear some banging off to the left at one point, but you're not going that direction anyway. So you guys head on, and you are in the ventilation system above the 30th floor. So you are looking down into the room, and what you see as you look through the grating into the room, you
Better
see
not be mommy kissing Santa Claus.
You see all the executives milling around. You hear a little dun 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 dun. A lot of people dancing really poorly. Everybody kind of milling around, talking, having a good time. And then you notice that the music cuts off, and all you hear coming up from the radio system is, "Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Write down Santa Claus." Forgot the words. The doors open.
Hard song.
Coming through the doors, standing resplendent in red and white, a velvet coat, a green cloak. Ho, 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 ho. Walking into the room is Santa Claus.
Why does he sound like a 60-year-old alcoholic? Oh,
He's an old man. Leave him alone. He's trying his best.
Oh,
I do love that we heard like horrifying sounds. We were just like, yeah, we're not going in that direction. I don't care. I just whatever.
Is anybody concerned about the banging happening over here?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No. We're more
I don't know.
concerned
Has
nothing
about
to do with
Santa
what we're
not
doing.
going to
Pay
this
no
AA
attention to the man
meeting.
behind the curtain. All right, so what do you guys do? Santa Claus is in the room.
I mean,
Are we in the room or are we just above
You
it?
guys are
Are
in the
we-
ventilation system with like a
Some
grate
vents?
you can kick open and go down there and do your thing.
that sounds like fun.
Drop down like Jack Burton.
Yeah, I mean, there's the jolly fat bastard. We got to get him now, right?
Yeah. No
Do,
time
do
to
we
wait.
want to do the job, or do we want to try to
Uh,
find like a good angle? Like if
How-
we want to try to look around the room and see if there's a good angle to get at him.
What's the distance? Like, how tall are these ceilings? What's the distance from us to Santa
Yeah.
Claus?
You are about 12 feet in the air.
But from the
you
floor
look
or from his
from the-
head?
from the floor. You're
Okay.
12 feet up in the ceiling. You're looking out through the thing. You're looking down onto the thing. You do notice that there's another kind of source of light. It looks like a grating. It looks like you can kind of circle around a little bit and maybe drop in behind him.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
gonna be really funny when it's not actually the Santa Claus and it's just like some guy
Like a mall
dresses like
Santa?
you, we
A mall
attach him.
Santa.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say I'm too impulsive for that. The Grinch does have a flamethrower. He uses it to take down trees, and flamethrowers have a longer reach than 6 feet. So I think I'm gonna pull out my flamethrower and set my sights on this dude.
Okay. You are in a very confined metal tube. So if you
I'm not
shoot
like
the
poking it out
flamethrower
through
off
the
in
grate.
here,
Like, can't you pop out the grate part?
Yeah, we're getting
you
out of here.
can pop out the great part and shoot the flamethrower at this guy. Because you're in a confined space and you're using the flamethrower, I'm gonna let you roll 2 instead of 3 because of the confined space. So you want to get below a 5.
You're so sweet.
I got a 1 and a 4.
1 and a 4.
Nice.
All right, you got them both. So while everybody's kind of deciding what they want to do, Santa is in front of you basically. So he's walking in. And what do you think the range would be on the flamethrower?
I was just looking it up, and it seemed like my first result was 12 feet. I don't know a lot about flamethrowers.
Okay.
I just Googled it.
That's all right. We'll say because you're 12 feet from the floor, Santa Claus is a
Yeah.
good ways away from you. So do you want to wait for him to kind of
He's at
walk
least
into the
what,
room a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit
I thought he
before
was
you try and do
right
that?
below
Right. No,
Yeah.
you were right above the party. He was at the door coming in. So do you want to wait just a second for him to kind of get a little closer, or are you just saying
Yeah.
screw it and like doing one arm hang from the ceiling, blowing fire?
Oh,
at
you
this
know
guy?
what? That's dramatic as hell and very Grinch. Like, I do want to hang down one arm and just spew fire at him.
Yes.
All right. So Grinch pushes Kevin aside, kicks out the grate, pulls the flamethrower out of his pack, drops down, catches on with one hand, and just unleashes a torrent of fire at Santa Claus. Everyone in the room screams bloody murder and starts running the other way. Santa Claus does like a weird half stutter step to one side, stutter step to the other side, screams in a weirdly high-pitched scream, dives over.
Can we get an
And
example?
His cloak catches on fire completely. He has to like try and take the cloak off. It gets kind of wrapped up. He falls down and is on fire, but trying to get this cloak off of him because you surprised him by a lot.
Yay!
What do the rest of you guys do? Are you guys following after and dropping down to get Santa? He
Oh,
is
yeah.
on
Everyone
the
dropped
ground
the
right
floor
now.
after spewing fire.
I can't believe as Santa Claus, he's not looking out from somebody like popping out of a vent to shoot flames at him. You got to be aware of your
He came to deliver
surroundings.
some Christmas
Right.
cheer.
He's always
All
watching.
right, so you guys all jump down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Superhero
jumping
landing,
down.
you know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you all jump down, superhero landing. You ready your weapons. You're ready to go for this fight. Santa is able to throw the cloak off of himself. He stands up. He looks around trying to see it, and he sees you guys.
Mm.
He gets a demonic, evil look in his eye.
Oh no.
One eye kind of bulges a little bit, and he just goes,
Acid reflux?
what the fuck? And he runs at you guys. Ralphie, you're the first one that's got your kind of your guns ready to go. What do you do?
So from my suit, I bring out a homemade shift cannon made out of the golden leg lamp that his father won as a
You got the
reward.
old man's leg lamp. All right.
Yes, but I turned it into like a little like bazooka cannon type of thing. And I yell,
Okay.
"All right, Santa, now you get yours," and pull the trigger.
All right. Roll me 3 dice.
3, 3, and a 6, so 2 successes.
3, 3, and a 6. You unleash this cannon from this homemade leg lamp like monstrosity. Santa again shrieks and tries to do like a weird dodge. He's not quite quick enough. It catches him in the knee of his right leg and blows off the bottom, like from shin down. He falls down screaming. As he's yelling on the ground, you hear from behind you, the executives that are cowering, "Oh my God, they're killing Tim Allen!" Santa pulls off his hat. It is Tim Allen in a corporate gig showing up
You
as
called it.
the Santa Claus.
God
And he
damn
is
it,
just
the
saying,
only
"Oh,
Christmas movie I like."
Why is he running at us?
So Santa, the Santa Claus, is bleeding on the ground.
Oh god.
What do you do?
Maybe kick him a little.
I feel like Grinch would
Let's-
kick him while he's down. Roll a dice. See if
Yeah.
you kick him.
Yes.
Where you, depending on this roll, will depend on where you get to hit him. I'll let you choose.
1.
A 1. You needed to roll under. That's a success. Where do you want to kick him?
You know where the Grinch wants to kick him. He wants to kick him in the Jingle Bells.
And he lets out an unholy scream of pain, and blood starts pumping quicker out of the open wound on his
Oh.
stump of a thigh. As this is happening, Grinch runs over, kicks Tim Allen in the nuts. Blood is pouring out everywhere, just a massive pool of blood because an artery got hit. It was right there below the knee, or right at the knee. As he's laying there dying, he looks up, reaches up a hand to the Grinch, and says, "Why?" and dies. So you guys have officially killed Tim Allen. Tim Allen's dead on the floor. And as he reaches up that hand through the door behind him where he came in, the big swole Elder Ramirez comes running in with half of his shirt burnt off, his face
Yeah.
like halfway scarred over and like mutilated. And he is still smiling with his one kind of half good smile. He sees Tim Allen laying on the ground and immediately clocks Kevin for some reason. I don't know why, and runs at Kevin at full
What a-
tilt with a hand back ready to
What a
hit.
dick.
Kevin, what do you do?
He's ready to hit a child. Okay.
Gonna hit a child.
Yeah,
like
pretty messed up.
seriously, like a
That's-
cartoonish, like he's winding up.
Okay.
What do
That's
you
the
do,
most
Kevin?
fucked up thing
He's
I've
really
seen in a
ready
hot
to give me
minute.
the what for, isn't he?
It really is.
All right.
He-
So I reach into my backpack, my satchel, my backpack, my father's backpack. And I pull out several pearl necklaces and I start to unravel them onto the floor in front of him.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fantastic, Kevin. Roll 3d6. Let's see if he trips on these or not. That's amazing.
5, 6, and a 1.
5, 6, and a 1. That's
I actually got
two-
these 2 for $5. 2 for $5.
Fantastic. That's 2 successes. Elder Ramirez runs up, getting ready to give you the old what for. For some reason, just really angry about this little blonde boy. Hits the pearls. The legs go up, and he just lands with a thud on his back. He is now the blood from Tim Allen, the Santa Claus, has made its way over, and it's now like starting to stain his white shirt. What's left of it, blood red, and he is on the ground. What happens next?
During all the, I'll tell you what. After that, I take off my parka and I just have like a wife beater on underneath here. Do we have the sack, right? The magical
Yes. Yeah, you got a sack full of gear. You can pull something out of it.
machine gun. Now I have
Nice.
a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
There you go.
Fantastic. All right. So you're going to take some shots. I'm going to give you 2, even though this isn't something you would normally get 2 for, because he's on the ground. You got a little bit of an advantage here. So just roll me 2 dice. You want above a 3.
I got a 4 and a 5.
4 and a 5. All right. Yukon Cornelius just out of nowhere pulls like an AK-47 out of this satchel and just starts unloading, just peppering this guy up. Some of these bullets hit their mark, and he's not able to flex them out. That actually did some damage to him. As he's taking those shots, he kind of puts his hand up over his face. He's able to stand up against the barrage of bullets, and he still makes his way towards Kevin.
Oh wow.
Feels personal. It feels real personal.
Now, the way that you guys all dropped in, he is closest to Grinch and Kevin. So he is on his way there. He has to run past the Grinch to get to Kevin. Grinch, what do you do?
The Grinch has a saw.
Oh my, okay.
That's right. Grinch cut his
So
fucking
we're
feet
almost
off.
gonna use it like a sword and then try to saw.
Oh, brutal. Metal. That's so metal. Let's do it.
Where are you aiming? Where are you aiming? Are you aiming for legs? Are you aiming for
I
chest?
think
Where are
just
you
like
going?
the center of his body, chop him
So
down.
like right in the
you know?
torso. All right. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll me 3d6 and we'll see how you fare.
1, 3, 3.
1, 3, 3. All right, you succeed. He's not focused enough on you. He is huh?
What do you mean succeed? Do I just cut this man in half?
So he is
We're gonna
not
find
ready.
out.
Yes.
He's not ready to flex his muscles enough to fight against this saw. So he's running full tilt. The saw embeds in his stomach, and with a furious speed, Grinch just starts working the saw back and forth, and it just, you can feel it cutting into the meat of this man. And it's just a bloody, gory affair. I mean, you're going through everything. Skin is gone immediately. You're through some of the abs. You hit a rib
lot of
at one point, and the saw gets stuck. And Elder Ramirez screams out in pain, rips away from you, gets the saw out of your hand, and goes to punch Kevin as he's falling down.
This man. Oh, so let's recap real quick. The Grinch comes over. The person's shot by a machine gun, and then you're telling me that a saw almost rips him in half, and he's just like, that 10-year-old blonde boy.
He shared a cell with the sticky bandits. That's why.
Oh yeah.
When it got caught, was that on his spine?
I'm sorry.
when the saw got caught, was that on his spine?
No, it actually is like the front of his ribs, that bottom rib
Okay.
there, the little bit smaller one at the bottom of the rib cage.
Okay, yeah,
just
yeah,
got right up in there and kind of hooked into it. So he's running now, staggering. He is on the brink of death. He's
Do I
staggering
have the
towards
saw,
you.
or is the saw
No,
embedded into his flesh?
he ripped the saw out of you. He kind of did a twist. And so it's still in his stomach. Like he's full on, he's riddled with bullets. He's half burnt. He's covered in Tim Allen's blood, and he's got his saw halfway through his torso, and he is still going for the punch. And by the way, like if he is to connect with Kevin, this would probably end Kevin's life if he really hit him hard enough. So Kevin, what do you do?
Can I try to intervene?
You can, but I want Kevin to try something. What do you got?
Something?
Anything. What you got? Yeah, you bashed a man's face in with the talk
He
boy.
did the pearl necklace.
He was on the
him,
ground.
didn't
I have a talk boy. I did a what? I
That's
pulled the
true.
pearl necklace out. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as Kevin stands there completely befuddled, not understanding why this is happening to him, Ralphie, what do you do to help out your boy? Other Hardy boy, go.
I'm going to reach into the suit, pull out a bottle that's an Ovaltine bottle, but it's filled with fire. Like it's pretty much a Molotov cocktail is basically what it is.
Oh
right?
no.
But it's in an Ovaltine bottle. I'm going to say, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine, and then throw it at him.
He's gonna
All
hit
right, roll your
Kevin.
dice, all three of them.
All three.
It's just gonna be you dousing Kevin in flames.
What you got to roll under a 4. What'd you get?
I got 1, 2, and the other were 5. So 1 success.
Okay, so you got a 2. So you got 1 success. Kevin, I need you to roll a die, just 1. You want it to be above a 2.
Don't die.
You're rolling Constitution saving throw here.
Pretty much.
3.
3. Perfect. Kevin
Nice.
sees this guy in your like terror that this guy is still coming after you. You knocked him down. There's no way he should still be up. You see that Ralphie, you see a little flick of movement to your left. You turn to see this Molotov cocktail flying past your face. You dive out of the way at the last second. Right as he lunges for you, the cocktail hits him directly in the teeth, engulfs his face in fire, and he staggers for a second, swinging wildly at nothing, falls over flat on his face, and Elder Ramirez is no longer a part of this world. You guys,
I was about to get into my backpack and pull out the Brute aftershave.
oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
So Elder Ramirez is dead. You've killed Tim Allen. You have a room full of terrified Nakatomi Corporation employees.
What are they terrified?
Santa's not here. Does anybody want to kind of take a look around the room and see where Santa may be?
I just want to swing around and like ask him where he's at.
Like, you want to swing around and ask where they're at?
Intimidation.
With the
where is
machine gun?
Yeah.
They all scream. The man that looks like he's in charge fully passes out and just falls down to the ground.
I would like to reach into my bag and pull out my secret weapon. The Grinch's dog, Max, so he's a dog. He can try to sniff out Santa.
Yes.
He got the little
Perfect.
antlers on and everything.
Perfect.
You know, little
I'm not
buddy.
even going to make
Yes.
you roll because Max is such a great. That's clutch.
Thank you.
Absolutely clutch. Max goes to work immediately. He's sniffing around. He's sniffing at everything. He goes over, gets a little taste of Tim Allen's blood, kind of does a
Oh, Yukon, did you want some of that? Did you want to? Full. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
He's kicked the habit.
Yeah.
Max is kind of sniffing around, and all of a sudden he stops, and he's looking at the windows, looking outside, and he kind of cocks his head to the side, and then he goes over a little bit closer, looks up, and as he looks up, you hear so loudly, "Ho ho ho!" and a thudding sound on the roof.
Terrifying.
Helipad.
If only you had a helicopter.
I know.
We should have pulled one out of the bag.
So yeah,
The elevator.
Max is looking up. You've heard what can only be the sound of a sleigh landing on the roof of the building.
I give Max
What
a
do you
treat, call him a good dog, give him a little pat.
Back into the sack he goes.
Yeah, good job. Cool.
Good job, Max.
Now be quiet back there.
Go. Now be quiet.
Yeah.
All right, so Santa's on the roof.
Elevator.
Shall we start heading up?
Yeah.
You're heading up.
Yeah.
There's no elevator here.
Okay.
It looks like the only
Weird.
elevator that went to this floor was the one that you took to the 31st floor, which is now stuck there because you can't call it back down.
Gotcha.
And the other one is at the lobby broken. So you've got stairs, or you can try and climb back up into the ventilation shaft. What do you want to do?
Stairs.
Yeah, let's do stairs.
You're only 5 floors
Yeah.
down. So
Right. Let's do it. Stairs. Take the stairs up.
you guys take the stairs up. You run up the first flight of stairs, kind of stop, look around, nothing. Second flight, third flight, fourth flight. You get up to the 5th flight, and behind the door to the 35th floor, it says on the door, it says 35th floor roof access. You can hear the sound of reindeer stamping on the roof, just the tum, 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 and you hear the distant sound of sleigh bells.
Well, I'm
wonder if-
immediately going to. Do any of us have any vendettas against reindeers or only Santa?
Just
Because
Santa.
I'm only against Santa. Reindeer.
Right.
Alright,
Unless they
I'm
start
gonna pull
attacking
some
us,
treats
then I'll have
Now
to-
out of my
remember,
bag.
the door that you're going into is the top floor of the building, not the roof. This is the roof
Okay.
access
Oh.
floor. So you can go into this room and not be on the roof.
I want to bring out some Treatos so I can hopefully bait the reindeer into just consuming some cookies while we beat the shit out of Santa Claus.
Nice. All right, you guys going through the door?
Going through the door.
All
I
right.
got my rifle ready.
Who's kicking in the door, ready to go first?
Obviously, 10-year-old Kevin. I'm kidding.
All right, so Yukon, you grab the door, you wrench it open, and you run in again to another floor that seems unoccupied. It's just it's a bare office space, about the same size as the one that you encountered Krampus on. But unlike that, it's not cold and windy in here. There's no piles of cocaine and snow. As a matter of fact, it's warm, it's inviting. It feels wonderful in here. You smell the distinct smell of gingerbread and cookies. And you hear again that little jingle bell. And then you catch a whiff of pipe smoke. And there, sitting in a chair in the middle of the room, is Santa Claus, smoking a pipe. And he looks at all of you and says, "Well, now, I see that you have come to tell me what you want for Christmas." He takes a long draw off his pipe and he says, "It looks like 4 naughty little children are searching for an ass whooping." And he stands up, pulls the mitten off of his right hand. His hand glows bright blue as an orb of energy swirls around him. He calls down the thunderous force of ancient cosmic power.
What a bitch.
He lights up his eyes. His Santa hat flies in the air like he is going full Super Saiyan mode. He flexes all of his muttons.
All of his muttons.
All of his muscles.
He flexes
made out of
his
muttons.
muttons.
He flexes all of his muscles so much so that the belly recedes back in. His shirt rips open, and he looks like he is
Santa
standing
Claus?
there, super swole, Super Saiyan,
Santa
Saint
Claus?
Nick.
Okay, so it
He's
seems like he
surrounded
has
by blue
ranged
light.
attack.
Yeah, he's surrounded by blue light. His eyes are glowing, and he still has the pipe in his mouth.
Okay, what exactly is he wearing? Does he have a belt or jingle bells or anything like that on him?
He's still got his like velvet pants, his black boots. He's got his belt on. It looks like he's got some pouches or things like that. It looks like the top of his outfit, like the robe and anything he was wearing underneath it, from the sheer force of his muscles flexing, have just ripped and tattered.
Obviously, yeah.
And
So
so like he's got the
is-
pants and just like the tattered shirt kind of hanging over the belt. And
So it seems
still
like
the
he's,
Santa hat flying up in the air.
So he turns into the Big Show from Jingle All the Way when he's in
Yes.
that warehouse.
Like he has good range attacks and we don't. So I'm gonna use Grinch's giant magnet that he uses to get all of the presents and everything. I'm gonna use that to try and suck him closer to us so we can all gang on him.
Okay, he's got a metal belt buckle. Go ahead and give it a shot. Go and give me 2 dice and see if you can get that to go. You want it below a 5.
Pants.
I got a 1 and a 5.
A
Nice.
1 and a 5. That's a Merry Christmas. Grinch pulls out a comically large magnet, and as Santa is kind of laughing at the ridiculousness of this, you point the magnet at him. He feels his belt buckle catch, and he like pelvic thrusts himself towards you until he actually connects with the magnet. He looks phased for a second, lights up his fist, and goes to close it and punch you with the force of 1,000 suns. What do you do, Grinch?
Man, damn it! I was trying to think of a question in the meantime.
You can ask me a question before you do your action. That's fine.
Oh, do I want to? Am I allowed to poll, or does it have to be specifically for me?
No, you can do it. I'm going to allow it. You guys have made this an absolute blast. You can ask whatever. You can ask them if anybody has a question. We can. Who wants to be a millionaire?
We probably need to ask, like, what is his weakness since he has ancient cosmic powers?
Yeah, can you give me a Santa weakness? That's a good one.
A Santa weakness. Just one Santa weakness, because you only had one.
I feel like I can't ask for many. Yeah, that seems
no,
out
one
of the spirit of the game.
I mean, the question is, what is all of his...
Yeah.
Santa with ancient cosmic powers, his biggest weakness is genuine Christmas cheer. Genuine Christmas cheer will depower him.
We're screwed.
I'm going to be bad on this one.
I don't know. Grinch's heart could grow 3 times.
Ooh.
That's
So-
true.
Christmas cheer is his weakness.
Yes.
Genuine.
Genuine Christmas cheer. Somebody that really loves, like me wearing jingle bells in my beard to work. Christmas cheer. That's the kind of Christmas cheer we're talking.
So what you're saying is, I think I might actually be onto something. Actually,
Okay.
I pull out my talk boy. I hit the play button, right? It's me, it's Buzz, it's the boys, it's the Christmas choir, and we're singing Jingle Bells. Yes. How weak does he feel? Are his knees trembling?
As he goes to take this killing blow on the Grinch, excuse me, his eyes are glowing blue.
Before I hit play, I yell, "Over here, you horse's ass!"
His fist also glowing blue and crackling with energy. He hears the sound of children singing. He can feel the love and excitement and joy coming off of the talk boy from the parents and the people in the audience.
I'm holding it up John Cusack style too.
His eyes fade. His fist stops glowing. His muscles shrink a bit. The belly starts to come back out, and he still punches Grinch hard enough to knock you across the room.
Oh.
However,
At least didn't kill.
that genuinely depowered him. The powers that he had, he cannot access.
Oh.
For how long do we know?
You got to roll another Merry
We
Christmas.
just know right now he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
All right, so Grinch has been punched across the room. Grinch is now like against the wall. The rest of you are there. Santa kind of has now got this giant magnet still attached. He undoes the belt and lets it like fall so that the magnet falls down. And he is still standing there now with a large round belly that shakes like a bowl full of jelly every time that he moves. And he takes another long draw of his pipe and looks at Kevin and says, "Oh, that was a sneaky trick. That was a sneaky trick. You're going to die first." He does a cartwheel into like a backhand spring and comes at Kevin and grabs him by the.
As Santa does.
You got to remember,
Obviously.
hey, Santa has got ancient cosmic powers, and he's a incredible martial
Well,
artist.
at this point, he's weak and his belly's back. His muscles are gone. But okay, he does the triple Lindy and comes at me. Go ahead.
He grabs you by the shirt and lifts you up. And even though the cosmic powers are gone, his eyes make contact with you, and you start to feel all of the naughty things you've ever done, like a penance stare from Ghost Rider.
Damn.
What do you guys do?
I'm
ahead.
going to take out I've been waiting for this moment. Now that we're in front of the Jolly Fat Bastard, I'm going to take out the Red Ryder BB gun that I actually got for Christmas that year, that I again shipped it into an actual gun, but then I put on the end of it a baseball. Because that's what Santa at the mall told me is instead of a Red Ryder BB gun, I should have a nice. No, it's a football. It was a football. Sorry, not baseball. Football. So there's a football on the end that's explosive. I point it at him, and I shoot Santa with the football.
All right, I need you to roll 3d6. Kevin, I need you to roll 1 as well. Because you said it's explosive football, right?
It's explosive football.
Kevin, roll 1.
All 3 are successes. 2, 2, 3.
2, 2, 3. So you need something above a 2, Kevin, or 2 or above.
I rolled a 2, literally a 2.
Nice. That's a Merry Christmas. You'll get a question. Kevin is able to get his feet up on Santa's chest and kick away, and he kind of slides backwards on his back just far enough as Santa turns slow motion. What the football hits him in the face. Explodes, throws the hat off his head. His beard is singed off in like patches. One eye is swollen shut, and he's knocked to the ground, but so far from being out. Kevin, what's your question?
Obviously. What do you guys think?
How do we kill him?
I like that. How do we kill you?
Okay, so the cosmic powers are gone. So now you are facing a very well-trained martial artist. He doesn't have any kind of weapons at his disposal. You can simply kill him by good dice rolls and some crafty tricks. So you do not
feel like I did that already.
You did a lot.
First off, are we on the top floor or are we on the roof?
You're on the top floor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're not.
Do we see like his bag of toys or anything like that?
His sack of toys is sitting over by the chair that he was sitting on.
We probably don't want him to get to that because I can probably have some things he can use.
How far away from me is he at this point?
He's only about 5-10 feet away. You just kind of kicked off of him and skidded away, and he got blown backwards a little bit. Do you have something there, Yukon?
Yes. During all this ruckus, I was setting up a milk and cookies trap.
Fantastic.
Behind him, where he wasn't paying attention.
Where were you putting it exactly? Like how far away from him? Was it back by the chair? Like back there by his sack of goodies?
Yeah, on his chair. On his chair.
Back there on his chair.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. That's a brilliant plan because Santa gets up immediately. You know, he kind of dusts himself off, and he does turn to head back towards his sack. He gets to the sack quick enough as Grinch, you're able to stand up. Kevin, you're able to stand up. Ralphie, you're working on getting some other kind of weapon ready to go. He runs over. He goes to reach into his sack. I have something that will take care of you all. Ooh. Ooh, what's that I see? Takes the pipe out of his mouth, which is miraculously still there, sits it to the side, goes down and says, ooh, dainties. Reaches down, grabs the cookie, takes a bite of it, grabs the milk, goes to wash that bite of cookie down. The cookie explodes in his face. The milk splatters all over him, dousing him in acid. It starts to burn his face. He loses, as the cookie explodes, you see teeth go flying in multiple different directions. His beard completely gone except for like the creepiest little soul patch you've ever seen and like half of a mustache. One eye is completely gone. It's been burned out. So he's got just his right eye, a soul patch, most of his teeth are gone. And as he regains his composure, he reaches into his sack and pulls out a giant Gatling gun. What do you guys do? None of you are close enough to hit him with any kind of a melee attack. He's about 20 feet away from you. And he is turned towards you. He's hoisted up this big Gatling gun, and it's started to turn, ready to fire.
I have pulled out of my backpack a toothbrush that has not been approved by the American Dental Association that I have melted down, and I throw it like a dart right at his eyeball.
Okay, that's not something you'd be proficient in. So give me 2 dice rolls.
You don't know that.
give me 2. You want a 2 or higher?
3 and a 5.
3 and a 5. Fantastic. The unapproved toothbrush goes sailing through the air as he's not really paying attention because he's getting this Gatling gun ready to go. And it's starting to spin. It whizzes through, hits him in his good eye, and he starts firing wildly above your heads.
That was really cute. I liked that. That was good.
That was awesome.
Grinch, you were going to do something there. You got cut off.
Yeah, but instead a toothbrush was used, and I like that much more.
Oh, I'm sorry if I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Santa's blind completely and firing wildly over your heads. While you guys are deciding what to do, the roof is giving way, like the ceiling is giving way and starting to collapse metal and the ceiling tile down over top of you guys. So you guys are going to have to move.
So moving closer to him, apparently the Grinch has a rotten goo launcher, which launches goo at his opponents. So I would like to launch goo at my opponent.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
all right.
Goo all over Santa Claus.
Yes, goo all over Santa Claus. Go ahead and give me 3 dice rolls. You want 5 or below.
All right, 6, 5, and 2.
6, 5, and 2. All right, so 2 of those are successes. One of them was a Merry Christmas. What color is your goo?
It's green. I'm the Grinch. Come on.
Okay, making sure. So you
Should I
fire
white
this.
to make it awful?
No, I didn't know. It could have been yellow. I wasn't going white. Ugh. So you fire this green goo out.
Shoot my goo all over.
The goo, before it hits anything, because he's got the Gatling gun up, the goo hits the Gatling gun first and gums up the works.
Yeah.
But also hits his hand on his left hand. And so his left hand is stuck to the Gatling gun. He can't take it off. And so he's now just flailing blindly a Gatling gun saying, oh, this isn't going the way I'd planned.
Does anyone have anything specific they want to ask before I just ask something?
Yeah, you got a question.
Go ahead and ask, yeah.
Would it be beneficial for us to go to the roof? Theoretically.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It can't hurt you to go to the roof.
Yeah.
It could hurt us. We could fall off the roof.
Yeah, you said it's
So
caving in at this point, right?
Would
But the ceiling's
okay.
caving in, so.
Yeah, the ceiling is caving in, so it wouldn't hurt you to go to the roof. There's nothing.
Okay.
There's no negative effect going to the roof. I'll say that.
And theoretically, we have Santa's sleigh and stuff up there. So
Santa's sleigh and the reindeer are up there,
and we got a
And
driver.
You have a driver
True.
who can drive anything.
So what we need to do is try to get Santa on this sleigh, have Yukon start flying up in the air, and then try to dump Santa off the sleigh. So he
Just
goes
do a
flying through
barrel
Santa.
roll.
Yes, a
Yukon's
barrel roll
actually
is
gonna be
exactly.
Yukon's
Santa
got his
Claus.
seatbelt on.
Yukon's going to be the new Santa Claus, and then we all fight him.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so what are you guys doing? So Santa, again, he's flailing around this big, Gatling gun. He's blind in both eyes. He's all beat up. His belly's shaking like crazy, and the ceiling is kind of giving way. So what are you guys gonna do?
Scooting up for me. Making my way upstairs.
Are we trying to take Santa with us? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Do you guys want to try and grab Santa and take him with you?
Or are we just leaving
You
him
don't
here
think
to
he'll follow
collapse
us?
on him?
Well, he's blind. He can't see.
He ain't going nowhere.
True.
So what we need
We're
to do
gonna
is
have to
grapple him
Yeah.
somehow and just start dragging him up.
Oh, Gatling gun. I can use that magnet we were using. I assume that will,
Oh, there you
you
go. There you go.
Yeah.
Give me 2 dice rolls. See if if it still works or if it got all damaged.
I got a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. It works. So as you think about your question that you want to ask, you guys run past Grinch, double fist this magnet, locks onto the Gatling gun, and you guys start dragging Santa up to the roof. What's your question?
What you guys got? I've been getting too many questions.
I'll say you got a lot of questions.
If we try, my question, if I was going to ask, would be if we try to dump him off the roof or off the sleigh and have him fall to his death, is he actually going to fall to his death, or does he have something in his back pocket that will save him? That's our plan, right? Yeah.
If you do your plan, you're asking if you do your plan, will you be able to finish him off that way? Or will he have some way of getting away from it?
Correct. Yeah, but that would be my question if I was asking the question. This is
Okay.
Tessa's question.
Please, no, yeah. I
Okay,
just got
is
2
that-
questions in a row. I was not prepped.
All right. All right. So is that the question you guys are going with?
Is that what we want to do?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. Yeah, I'm down.
Ian has
Santa
no
will,
idea. He hasn't been paying
Santa will have
attention.
no way of saving himself if you throw him off.
We're
of the
going
sleigh.
home, right? Well, we
He
did
has
all
no
the-
way of saving himself. Okay,
Santa has no way of saving himself if you're able to get him onto the sleigh and get him out of there.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay,
So,
so you guys are
yeah.
heading him up to the roof. Grinch is pulling him with the Gatling gun. He can't let go of because he's all gooed up. As he's going,
God.
he's swinging wildly with his other hand. He goes to swing right as Kevin runs past him. Kevin, roll 1d6 to see if he hits you.
Why do large, swollen men keep trying to hit me in the fucking head tonight?
He's blind. He doesn't know it's you.
At this point, I think it's well, shit. Okay, it's a 3.
It's a 3. You succeeded. You're able to dodge underneath the wild fist. You guys get up to the top of the roof. You see the reindeer look at you, confused. But I mean, they're reindeer. They got no loyalty to this fat man. So you're able to hook him up into the into the sleigh. Who's getting in the sleigh with you guys, or who's getting in the sleigh with Santa? I know Yukon is. Anybody else getting in there also to make sure that Santa doesn't go anywhere until it's time?
How big's the sleigh?
Sleigh's big enough for all of you to fit in there.
Oh, family time,
That's
guys.
Santa
This
with
is
a
a
Gatling
big
gun.
moment. We should be together.
You guys want to go
Yes.
for a ride?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you all pile into the sleigh. Yukon, go ahead and give me 3 dice. I just need a success to say that you're able to convince the reindeer to listen to you and not Santa who's screaming, "I'm Dancer, I'm Dancer, I'm Prancer, He's trying, but they can't hear their names because he doesn't have any teeth.
We got treats. We can grab them.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, you had 1 success out of
Yeah.
those 3 because you wanted a 3 or above. It's not an easy process. There's a whole lot of like weird, like taking the reins and flicking and trying to remember all of their names. The one you remember more than anything is Rudolph, who's up at the front, kind of looking at you like, I know this dude, right? Like, didn't we have a whole thing with like Bumbles? Like, I know this guy. I swear I know this guy. You
You're
finally
calling on
work
one
out the
homie.
combination. You finally work out like the combination of like flicks and names for them to actually lift up, and they start to do their little prancer move, and they take off over the city. So as they go up over downtown LA, it's now the sun is starting to rise as you guys fly out over LA. Are you going to do a barrel roll to try and knock him out of this sleigh? Or are you going to try and throw him
We
out?
also need to make sure we're all secure in this sleigh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think
Well,
this thing is equipped with like seatbelts.
There are no seatbelts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Why don't like Grinch, Kevin, and Ralphie try to
Just-
throw him over?
Yeah.
We
And with
could
the weight of the
also
Gatling
all
gun,
get
just
on
do
reindeer and
one.
detach the sled,
Ooh.
and then we
I
can
like
take on
that.
reindeer.
I
Which one
agree
would
with what
do?
she said.
Okay. Get on the
I like
reindeer
the
and
reindeer
detach.
thing.
Okay, so you guys want to get onto the reindeer. So while you go to climb onto the reindeer, I need everybody to make 1d6 roll.
Oh boy.
You just
Uh-oh.
want to hit your number or higher or lower, whatever it is. You just need a success on this to get successfully onto the reindeer.
I got a Merry Christmas. 3.
Nice.
Should you be going higher because it's a nice
You-
thing? 'Cause it's reindeer, or
No, your numbers are high, so you want to do a roll, a low anyway.
Okay.
So
cool? But I passed. We're good. 3.
okay, so we got a 3, we got another 3, you got a 4, so you got above. How about you, Ralphie? What'd you get?
I got a 5. It's over 4.
Oh no, Ralphie does not succeed in his roll. You guys all start to clamber up onto the reindeer. As you do, Yukon goes ahead and takes his pickaxe and hits the connector for the sleigh. One of them goes, the sleigh tilts. I'm going to need Ralphie to make another roll, another one roll to see if you're able to get up onto the reindeer on this last second before you plummet with Santa Claus. You're 4 below.
I got a 1.
Got a 1. You go to jump right before Yukon hits this last rope that's connecting the sleigh. Santa reaches out with one hand and grabs onto your pink bunny costume and pulls you back right as Yukon hits the rope. You've got one last chance to break away from Santa and jump onto the Grinch's outstretched hand.
Unzip the bodysuit, man.
Let it go, man.
I got another 1.
Fantastic. You unzip the bunny suit, let go of it. Santa goes careening to his death as you reach out and grab onto the Grinch's outstretched hand. Santa screams.
Psych.
Frankly, everyone else does as we see Ralphie standing there, or Ralphie hanging off of the back of this thing in nothing but a t-shirt and tidy whities. Santa falls with his sleigh into the middle of downtown LA with a massive explosion of glitter and dust and just in all honesty, Santa is so full of cookies and milk that it's like confectioner sugar and chocolate chips and literal milk just flies out everywhere. This massive explosion of everything you can think of Christmas.
Just
and as the dust settles,
block just covered in like milk and chewed food.
Yes. And as the dust settles, our 4 horrible criminals fly off into the sunset on Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen, and of course, Rudolph at the front. And congratulations, everyone. You successfully killed Santa Claus.
No, it's about time, too. Long overdue.
I like how the game is about beating him up, and it always just leads to let's just kill
It's
him.
murdered.
Just death.
Oh, yeah,
Well, it's set up that way. Like, there's no way to beat him. Like, are you gonna just beat him into submission and be like, that was enough?
That's
all
I
we
guess.
really
Yeah, it could
wanted
have been
to
like
do.
the ceiling falls on him.
Yeah.
See ya.
Right.
Oh,
Like a
So
Super Shredder
congratulations,
kind of
you have
moment.
ruined Christmas for everyone. And so, so guys, everybody watching, thank you so much. We've had a pretty consistent group of like 7 or 8 people watching the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is something you liked, let us know. Maybe we can do some more of these in the future. Everybody watching, I hope you have an incredibly Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays of whatever kind. And if you have a grudge against Santa, replay this and just think about it. Put yourself in the position of killing the jolly old fat man. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm glad everybody had a good time. You guys were amazing.
Everyone, please comment all their vendettas against Santa, what he's done to personally wrong you.